years, I decided to play a little game, kind of a challenge, and that was to see how many watches I could buy for under $100, keeping it under $100. I want it to be, a respectable brand, a brand that is known for maybe not being top tier quality by any stretch of the imagination, but I didn't want to get a bunch of designer watches or just cheap watches. Another thing was I wanted to keep the designs different, not only different from one another that I ordered the other day, but somewhat different. It's kind of get difficult for me to do different with all the watches I have, but it's something that I could possibly wear, something that would be in addition to my collection. So what I did was I chose Casio, and I chose Casio. I looked at Citizen, but under $100 you're going to get one watch, two if you're lucky. So Casio is known for, like, there's one of my G-Shocks right there, and I think that's really what Casio is kind of known for. And I do have several Casios, none of them like this, but anyway, it was to see how many of these things I could get for under $100, and I went to $99.39 total. So I succeeded. All right, so to open up the first one, and right now I've got Amazon open because, like I said, I was inebriated at the time. All right, so I'm just going to open them up and lay them out here. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, I did make one mistake in that there are 2 of the same models with different dials. I was trying to avoid that, but my patience was wearing thin, and I'm wearing my GMT Ball Engineer 2. All right, so the first one is this. I'm going to have to look at the details. Okay. All right, so there is the first one. This one is the model number MQ24. Take the plastic off the dial so you can take a look at it. And this, I remember, had a resin case. And let me see, I gotta click this. Let me zoom in so you can just oogle at the watch while I'm doing this. Yeah, so MQ24-1E black resin watch for $14.99. List price was $22.95. Let me scroll down to the case size is 37.5 millimeters. Thickness is 8 millimeters. Let me see what other information. Water resistant, not really saying what it's water resistant to. But I may do a video on these. Wow, that thing's light. Let me see what it says on the back. Casio 1330 MQ24, water resistant. Again, doesn't say what it's water resistant to. Water resistant. That is a light watch. All right, so let me set that one aside, and we'll go on to the next one. It's all black, except for the gold hands, of course. Let me keep all this stuff together. All right, let's zoom back out. All right, next up, this is the Casio Data Bank. This is the calculator. I do have an old Seiko calculator that is currently not working, so this would be the only functioning calculator watch. if you want to focus in there. All right, let me see, get the information on this. Let me set that there and let you look at that while I'm doing this. Okay, the calculator watch. Let's see, Casio CA53W Vintage Series Data Bank, 1/100th stopwatch, water resistant, 8-digit calculator, dual time. Yeah. Let's see, I paid, this was $21.92 on Amazon. Let's see what else it says. Window date, material type, mineral. Case diameter 33 millimeters, 8.4 millimeters thick. 5:52. So the time, I have to set the time on all these, as it's only 5:08 right now. Let me see. Water resistant, bandwidth 24.1 millimeters. So this is the buckle, just says Casio. This is another very light watch. Okay, all right, so far I think we're off to a decent start. No, I know that I got 5 watches for less than $100, so what does it say? Warning, don't eat the plastic. All right, so now we got a dive watch here. Let me take the plastic off. Oh, looks like there's plastic on there. Yeah, there's plastic on there. Set that there while I throw this out. Okay, so let me pull this one up. And this one is the MRW 200H-3BV Dive Style Neo Display Sport Watch, black, water resistant to 100 meters. This was $19.92. More information down here. Let's see, window material, it says mineral. Case material is resin, case diameter is 42, case thickness is 11.6. Bandwidth is 23 millimeters, bidirectional, water resistant. And I guess what I'll do at the end is I'll put them all on my wrist and show you on my 6.5-inch wrist how they all look. So, and they had several different styles. They had this one with the green numbers, and then they had orange. I think there's different things. Let me put that here. All right, up next. Again, with that warning, what does it say? Ingestion. These buttons solid. This is telling you not to eat the battery, I think. All right. This one has the 10-year battery. That is, I believe they call that the blackout. Let me go into that one. It's got set for 24-hour time, which means that it needs to be changed. All right, Casio blackout, $21.92. I paid for that. And let's see, model year 2020. Digital display, case diameter 37 millimeters, case thickness 13 millimeters. The band material is resin, bandwidth 17 millimeters, water resistant, LED light, dual time, world time. Yeah, so there's the button for the light, kind of lights up a green. All right, so that's number 4. And now we're to the last one, number 5. Let me try to keep all this shit together. So this was kind of where I said the mistake. Get the plastic off. Because this one and this one you can see the dial is different. I mean, this one has the Arabic numerals and it's gray in the center, but it's essentially the same model. So this is model Q or MQ24-1B3, whereas this one is MQ24, so they're both MQ24s. This is 1E and this is 1B3. So that's the one that is most similar. All right, and then the information on this, let me set that one kind of right there. Let's see, Casio MQ24-1B3 analog black rubber strap. This one was $14.99. And it's probably going to have the same dimensions. It says model year is 2014. Resin case diameter 35 millimeters, case thickness 8 millimeters, bandwidth 16 millimeters. Bezel material is resin. All right, now I'm going to start putting these all out in front of me. And then I will put each one on my wrist to show how each one will show you and me, because I have not put any of these on my wrist yet. Let me put them here. Let's see, I got 3. I need this one. This is the calculator. And one more. Where did I put the one more? Where did it go? Oh, here it is. That's the dive style watch. All right, take the ball off. I mean, I think this thing weighs more than all of these combined. All right, so let's put this one on. I think this was 42 millimeters. Oh, these are just so light. They're almost like toys. Get the hell on there. Let me zoom out. Whoop, was the wrong way. Yeah, 6.5 inches, 42. I mean, again, 42 is big for me, but because, well, here, I believe this one is 42. I'm just pulling one out of my winder. 42 is big for me, but with the bezel, all right, here's one I just pulled out. This is the ball King. I believe they're both 42 millimeters. But this one has a very small bezel, whereas this one has a large bezel. So this actually fits my wrist better than this, which has a larger dial. Now I got 5 Casios and 4 balls. We're talking about everything other than, along with the watches. Okay, now we're doing the calculator. I believe this one said 37. Yeah, let me just stick that on there. Well, I'm not going to bother buckling it up. Okay. Again, so I guess which say the lug to lug, or it kind of makes it look big, but then it's got a calculator on it, so you're not going to figure, if you want to be able to use the thing, you're not going to be able to make it much smaller than this. Anyway, yep. All right, let's take that off and move along to, what was that called, the blackout. Set that over here. Actually, I think this is a pretty attractive looking watch. It is thick though. Not as thick as mine. Whatever those things were called. G-Shocks. There it is. That's not a bad looking watch. That's, for the price, that's a decent beater watch. Okay. So far, I am not unhappy. All right, then this one. This was, I think, 35. I think the other one that was the same model number was the one that was almost all black. It was a little bit larger. I think that was 37.5. I think this was 35. Obviously I don't have everything open, so yeah, that works. Another good looking, inexpensive watch. Alright, now this one. That one, again, another nice looking inexpensive watch. So I'm not disappointed at all. You know what? I think of all 5 of these for under $100, and the one that's still on my wrist, and these two don't belong there. I guess that was fun. Well, $100 worth of fun. Whatever this is, 16 minutes worth of fun. But, you know, I'll put them all in their boxes and I'll kind of grab them if it's something I feel like wearing. Usually I just grab the stuff that's sitting in front of me in the winders or on the shelves. But I got other Casios that are sitting around here and I don't know where they went. Here's one. This is one I found. This is an old one. Let me see. This was just in a box under my bed. What did I do? I wrote what the battery was. The 392 battery. I don't think it works. You can see it's new old stock. Yeah, I do have a few Casios, and you know, they're not bad watches at all for the price, especially. Anyway, so that's the end of the video. If you liked it, click like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. Bye.